Now, I want everyone to close their eyes. Imagine yourself going on a summer vacation to the beach. Everything, the soft sand, the warm sunlight, and the beautiful waves is just perfect. All of a sudden, you see something floating in the water. To take a closer look, you go into the water and pick it up. Surprisingly, it's garbage. Then you see something more shocking. You see islands of piled garbage. What you just saw is part of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is floating around the ocean even at this very moment. Today, I'm going to talk about how we and our greediness is polluting our ocean. We all know that we can't live without water, and water is a very important resource to us. However, we are polluting what is keeping us alive. Eventually, we're harming ourselves. Modern human activities are causing pollution, which defines as the presence of harmful substances in our environment. After the Industrial Revolution, chemicals have dominated the world, worsening the pollution. Most of the pollution today involves water because oceans cover about 71% of the entire Earth's surface. Industrial waste, which most are for our needs, is causing the majority of all water pollution worldwide. Contaminated water from manufacturing industries often carries chemical and physical residues into the waterways, rapidly spreading the toxins into the water. Every year, approximately 1.4 billion pounds of waste goes into the sea. Also, garbage that does not dissolve in water is floating all around the world. So much trash is in the ocean that they pile up, creating massive garbage patches. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is the biggest one among 5. Although many people know that our environment is important, the convenience we gain from harming the environment puts us in a dilemma. Many people are insisting that the goods we gain are more valuable than the consequences of the pollution. Reducing pollution is not as simple as prohibiting the use of chemicals just for the environment, as it damages numerous industries in almost every field. It will be nearly impossible for us to live in the modern society without using our environment as a resource. On the other hand, although we do benefit in many ways, the contaminated environment causes a countless number of consequences. It leads to various health issues, and it damages the entire ecosystem. Since water circulates, the toxins from the chemicals remain in the water that people and animals drink. The toxins are reaching what we eat and what we drink. Water pollution causes over 100,000 deaths of sea mammals. And even modern technology is not efficient enough to solve this problem. Where I currently live is 5 minutes away from the Haeundae Beach in Busan. So pretty much all the time I get to see the beach and thousands of people over my window. Growing up, however, I noticed that the ocean is becoming more polluted, yet people do not realize the seriousness of this issue. One day, I was taking a walk along the shore with my sister. All of a sudden, we saw a transparent object flying over our heads. Surprised, we turned our head to see what it was. It was a plastic water bottle. Some boys were throwing it around at each other. The boys went home soon, but however, the water bottle was still floating on the water. None of the boys, and not even their parents, had even bothered. So eventually, my sister and I had to pick it up and put it in the recycling bin, and that wasn't difficult. I was shocked that not only the boys, but so many people are careless about our environment. People do not realize that the tiny trash end up creating massive garbage islands in the sea. I believe that the real problem is our attitude towards nature. It is clear that many people consider nature as a means for fulfilling our needs. However, we must be aware that the consequences will soon haunt us. Sadly, there is no clear solution to this problem. We cannot stop the manufacturing industries to stop making products, and we cannot stop them from using chemicals. However, what we can do is very simple. We have to be more aware and more considerate for our Mother Nature. We can start with little things, such as not littering, recycling, and saving energy. It can greatly contribute to stopping the garbage patches to grow. We, the human beings, are polluting our own nature on a daily basis. It is now time for our attitudes and our actions towards nature to change. Pollution might be inevitable and irreversible, but we must always remember that we are the only ones who can stop it. Thank you.